We have lots of automation tools available at our hands, and we always want to try to leverage those that are less costly. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to review how to combine Office 365 using Power Automate and Forms with Evernote and Asana to create an environment that your loved ones, or in this example, a student going to college, can truly take advantage of technology to enhance their studies and their organization. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right into it. So the first place that we need to start here is to understand kind of at a high level what we're building here. What we're building is our Microsoft Forms, and you can see this here, 2 forms, one of them to collect notes and the other one to collect tasks. And what we're doing is we're taking this information so that he can use this form on any device, his tablet, his phone, his computer, and quickly be able to, while in his classes, take notes, or reading a book, take notes, reference pages, put key phrases, what the note type is, where it is, and then it organizes it for him in Evernote so that he can go ahead and do searches and things like that within Evernote. So it becomes very, very valuable, and you can see here of the output that he receives from that form. Then we're going to take another form and say, okay, I'm in my meeting or I'm in my class and I need to do something. I need to follow up. I need to remember something. So here you can click and create a quick task that will then tell him how much time he needs to do that, and it will automatically dump that information right into his tasks so that he always has them available. And he can view that in a calendar view or a list view based by school, personal, church, whatever it is that he's doing. He can take a look, all of it right here at his fingertips. So he doesn't have to worry when he's in class. He just uses these simple forms. But then when he gets ready to study and do what he needs to do, he just goes to Evernote and Asana every single time, and it works. So what do we need to enable all of this? Well, in this example, what we're using is a Microsoft Office 365 subscription. So this could be a personal subscription. Perhaps your family has. I think it's $99 a year, but it gives you access to all of the Microsoft tools and automation. So very inexpensive, something our family uses on a regular basis. So all we did was leverage their Power Automate suite. So let's take a look first. And so we use Power Automate, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So let's first start with forms. So we just created a form, and to get there, we just go to Forms right here, and then we just click here and we create a new form. We're not going to talk a lot about creating a form. It's extremely simple. And if you have any questions, go back to this channel and check it out. There's lots of information. Just do a search for forms and I'll walk you through it. But here we're just going to put in a form, and these are text field entries. So if we go back, you can just see the fields. Very, very simple. All right. It's the same thing with the tasks. So again, 2 different forms. Now, why 2 different forms? Because it just makes life easier for the student. They don't have a whole bunch of stuff, and then they could just knock out tasks. You know, I got one task, I got the next task, I got the next task. So it makes it very easy to move things around. So we start with forms, and we create these 2 forms, and that's it. Now, the only thing you need to remember is where the forms are. All right? The second thing we need to do, or the next thing we need to do, is create an Evernote account. Now, if for some reason your student does not have an Evernote account, or you don't have one as a family, they're free to set up and use. So there is a limit on how much data you can pass, but the information we're passing is very small and highly unlikely that you'll exceed the free limit. So, but there's lots of benefits to the full version of Evernote, and I would check into that. I'm certainly a full note customer myself. But here we've created a notebook. We could create this anything. I just happen to call it reading notes. And what we're doing is putting in here the final, this is the title. When they put in here, what's the name of the book or paper or note, this is what we're seeing here. and then what page number was it on, what's a key phrase, and then what are some of the details related to that note. Now what's nice about this is now I can search at any time on any of the data within here to find it. So let's just say I put Mickey Mouse here and I go back out and I just want to search for Mickey, and of course it doesn't find it because it hasn't done that. It hasn't cycled through its index yet, but it will. So if I search for final, it's going to come up with final, so it will come up with Mickey. But you can see here how it bings it. This is nice because as your student is preparing for tests or doing work that they need to prepare for, they can quickly find information right at their fingertips. All right, so let's work on that one first. What we use is Power Automate to populate that Evernote form. So let's go ahead and take a look. It's very simple to use. And let me start by showing you which template it is actually. So the template that you want to use within Power Automate, just go here to templates and search for this template right here. Pause the video if you need to, but here it is right here. And notice that it's giving me access to my forms and to my Outlook. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like once we get inside of it. So here, when the form is submitted, this is easy. I just click on this, I select the form that I want to use. In this case, it's McKay Notes. Again, right here, McKay Notes. Next thing I want to do is I just select the form name again. So that's pretty easy. And then the last thing I do is create a email. Now notice here this email address. I'm sending to this email address in Evernote. Okay, so where did I get that information? If you go back over to Evernote here and you go up here to your account, where is it? I think it's in account info. Indeed it is. So if you look under account info, at the very bottom, you can see here email notes to, and you see it right there? So you just want to copy that email address, okay? And put it right here inside of your form. And what that's going to do is it's going to automatically send anything over to this Evernote account. Now, there's one other thing that you do need to enable. And you need to, oh, that's in Asana. So this one works without enabling that. I'm sorry. I'll show you in Asana how you do it. So here, just send the email. Now, I'm putting notes. If you notice, I click on that. And you see down here, see all these forms? This is all the information I put in to the note itself. This is just that information. So note, paper, where is it? Right here, paper books. That's the title, reference number, you can see. And I literally just click on those things. If I want to add one, click on it and it adds it. Okay, so I added some text here to make it look a little nicer. So that's about it. Not very big, not very difficult to do. The one thing I do want to note here about this page is notice here I have at reading notes. And the reason why I have at reading notes is because I named this folder reading notes. And when this form comes in, I want it to go directly to the reading notes folder. If you don't do that, it's going to end up here in just under notes. It'll just end up here. And that may be okay too, but that's kind of how I have it set up. All right, and that's it. Once that happens, anytime a new note is submitted here, anytime information is submitted online, it will automatically in the background populate your Evernote account. Very simple. Let's move on to the tasks. So tasks are very similar. Let's go back here and let's look at the tasks here. So here we're going to submit it to Asana. So I'm going to click on, I'll give you the template. Well, I'll give you the template right now. Should have done that first. Here's the template. So pause the video. So if right here, send an email to the responder. Right there is the email template. And here we're going to send it to Asana. So it's the same template that we used before. All right, just so you know. So here, click on edit. And now we're going to edit this information. Again, just like we did in the last, we're not going to go over this. Just click on your task form. How we're going to send the emails is a little different. So within Asana, if you go to Asana and you click on your name up here, and you go to my, oh, this is right. I think it's my profile settings. It is. So you go to my profile settings, and then you go into here into email forwarding. Now, within email forwarding, you're going to need to add, right here, add new email. You're going to need to add the email address of the person who's going to be sending information into this Asana plan. So here, I've added that email, and also I've added, so right there, and then I've also added my email here at Technology Milestones, because it is the Power Automate script, and when a script goes, when this activates, it's actually sending this email, is being sent from this email address. So I need to enable that. So that's all you need to do there. So again, that's your name over here in the right hand corner. Go to Profile Settings and click on that. All right. When that happens, then all of that data, and this is exactly like we did before, we just look at the data within the form and we add the data here. And it's literally that simple. You just go in here. Now I'm in Asana. Now see other videos I have on using Asana, but Asana is a very straightforward and easy product to use. You can see here when you click on My Tasks, they all show up. You can also look at a calendar view. You can move things around within the environment. So here, let's say I want to study math. I want to put that over there. So you can do all those type of things. You can give it different colors as I have. So see other videos on using Asana, but it becomes a great place for your student or you perhaps just to go in and see what's going on in your life and be able to manage quickly and easily what's going on in your life at all times. So very simple to use. In summary, what we've done is we have a paid account using Microsoft Office. We've created 2 forms within that account, one for notes and one for tasks. We've created a Power Automate to send information to the email addresses of Evernote here so that we can dump information to it, as well as to Asana so we can dump our tasks into Asana. All by using a simple form. The student or you don't have to go into these products to get it to work. You just simply use the forms and it all works in the background.